If you've seen this video about fire trucks getting turned away from California, we need to talk about it because it's not true. This gal has now made multiple videos about this, and what she's saying is really generalized, guys, and has real nuance to it. So let's talk about what happens when a disaster breaks out and the resources get ordered. You cannot just show up to a disaster with random trucks. That is not how it works. That's so unsafe for everybody involved if random people just show up at the front of a fire, uncoordinated, don't know who's working there, aren't working as part of the team. Like, you can't just rent trucks like apparently this person did, and just show up. And I'd also like to add that a lot of times is doing that person is trying to money grab. Like, they know that they could make a lot of money by contracting to the state and offering trucks, but they're just showing up. So this is very opportunistic of them. When a disaster breaks out and somebody like the LA fires are occurring and incident command is set up, a logistics section is also set up. And then in specific software, which fire departments have access to and incident command centers all have access to, it's not publicly accessible. They basically put out what's called resource orders. So they'll be like, hey, we need this many water bombers, and we need this many DC-10s, and we need this many Type 1 engines, and we need this many hand crews. And everybody who's a private vendor or fire department, state, anybody who has resources that typically work on disasters, not the public, not random individuals. Like, this is such a setup system. I'm so frustrating explaining this. They go in and they'll fill a resource order. So for example, if I say I need 10 fire trucks, and that's an example, that's not actually what they did. They didn't actually cap it at like, we're only taking 10 fire trucks. But for example, say I need 10, and then like Bellevue, Washington says, hey, we can send 2. In the system, it'll go, Bellevue, Washington will be sending 2. And then they'll communicate back and forth. Okay, what time can you be here? How many people are coming on it? We're going to get you on a contract and we're going to keep track of you. Because they have to keep track of these resources on the fires to get paid for safety and to know exactly who is where and who is on loan from who, what kind of resources they come with. Every single time that I've been contracted to a fire, I get put on a resource order. So I am brought in as a specific role or with a specific team. Like when I used to get sent with ambulances, my resource order was for 1 ambulance, 2 people. It was for this much money. I was going to show up on this date at this hour, report to this base camp. I cannot just go load up my Toyota with like a couple water jugs and show up at the fire line and be like, hey, I would love a contract. I want to be on a contract. I want to come through here. No. So what it sounds like is this company rented some trucks and decided to just show up, which really bothers me on a safety perspective, because you're going into basically what looks like hellfire right now. Like, those fire lines are incredibly dangerous. That fire is not completely under control. Those fires, multiple, are not completely under control. And you're putting people at risk by just showing up and possibly getting in the way, possibly interrupting operations. It's just so irresponsible. If you want to get involved and you want to help, you need to do it the right way and go through the correct channels. And this video, irresponsible. Both of these videos, irresponsible. This is incredible misinformation. Multiple fire departments and agencies have had to come out and make statements, take time out of their day to make statements saying this isn't true. Oregon State Fire Marshal's office had to come out and write a press release saying this is not true, our guys are down on the line and we plan on sending more. Because they have resource orders. They have the mutual aid contract in place. Everybody is kept track of. They know exactly how many people are coming in how many vehicles, when they will be there, and who they will be tying into, and what fire they'll be working, where they're going to be sent.